Fabulous. See if... Yes, it does. We're starting. Okay, I need to edit title because this is definitely not Lore Master's Arcanum. uh, 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 um. I'm seeing us live. I just need to...
I heard you.
I have the urge to go, is there anybody out there? Wait, I just did. Aha!
Just went full Pink Floyd on us.
Done. All right.
Oh,
Should update, hopefully.
I will happily go all Pink Floyd, though. That, you know. Are you kidding? Yeah, I may have listened to The Wall both on the way to Nashville and on the way back from Nashville, from
That's
beginning
awesome.
to end.
Such good driving music too.
Just vibing.
Add,
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
add in literally anything from Nightwish or Explosions in the Sky for me. Oh, Tor Jansen is one of the most amazing singers on the planet. Not even kidding. Oh,
Won't be great.
I got the,
All
I
right.
got the call to
We have some.
work. Oh, okay. I got the call to work a booth at Dragon Con the other week.
All
Feels
right,
so
everybody,
weird.
click on
Probably
the
will.
link that I just posted
Oh, okay.
Got it.
and tell
colleague
me
of mine-
if you can hear this.
Hold on.
So should I X out
Is
of
it
the?
those?
Oh, broadcast is ended, so that one's not doing anything. Got it.
I'm connected to server.
Connecting.
Ooh.
Message server.
still
It is
loading.
like flutes, yes.
Ooh.
Like
I like it.
It is like
Oh.
flute.
There's some
Not
light
flute.
flutes. It's loud. Can I turn down a little bit?
I don't know if you can. I was gonna ask that just now.
Okay.
Do you
It's a little bit. Yeah.
you guys don't have the ability to turn it down?
I don't see that as an option now.
Balls. That really
Yeah.
sucks.
I mean,
Yes, and can be heard on the internet.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
said something because I was about to like just go off, you know?
go off on this drink. Yeah. Yeah.
No, no expletive.
Nothing too. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hey guys.
Keep it tidy.
Yeah. Huh.
Spoilers.
Where did you?
And I'll do all of the sponsor stuff up front too, so I can get that out of the way, since I know all of our sponsor stuff. Yeah, I think I could not find them for when I was looking the other day, so hopefully I can get that to you before our Sunday stream.
Yeah.
That's
It's gonna be
awesome.
great.
Is it called the Ring of Nine Lives? Great. Because I took the Eldritch Invocation that allows me to cast False Life at will because 9 lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I've already added it to my Roll20 token.
Nice.
In case you're wondering what that 7 extra hit points are, that's what they are. That's what I roll.
That's, yeah, that's why I have the Twitch window open so that I can see chat.
I just retweeted. Retweet.
Fabulous.
Now, I just want to make sure
And
everybody can
share.
grab their tokens and move them around and the whole deal, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, my token went away.
I deleted it off the thing. I
Oh.
just wanted to make sure, like, grab it
Oh,
and
okay.
do it now. Yeah, okay, good.
Gotcha. Okay.
I see y'all moving around. Good.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
right. Hello. Don't know.
Oh no.
Someone, C Cars is saying we're sounding a bit muffled.
Oh.
Yeah, my stream, like my stream volume sounded really low, but I thought it was on my end.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yay! Bring us to our very most potent audio. Alright, let me see.
You know, I wonder if the reason why you can hear me is it's defaulting to the web mic
Yeah.
or
You
Discord.
can just swap it in Discord. Yeah.
Hello, happy people in chat.
Yes. Things. Lovely people.
Bad chatters represent.
Yeah.
All right, you hear me?
Seems a bit better.
Is that good?
Mm.
Yeah. So that's my headset mic, not my
The webcam.
yeah. So that's why you were hearing sounds when I
Oh, it makes a big difference when you.
yeah, that
Yeah.
good times.
No.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Ow.
Yeah.
Just ow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the way,
That's why I was
by the way,
confused.
no,
I'm like,
thank you.
Yeah.
this headset has
I get to play.
a hardware mic off, and you're like, I can still hear you. Like, it's weird that it's
Oh yeah.
fixed.
Do that.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Indeed.
All day long.
All day long.
Yeah,
It's our prologue.
right.
It's gonna be
Well,
great.
yeah,
It's
grand
time to
even.
admit that I'm thinking out about my one
Friend.
shot next Tuesday. I know what I want to do. It's a matter of making it actually work.
Hmm.
Mhm. I don't know what to do.
I might have props for that one.
Ooh.
Nice.
I am so getting into character for that. Well, I'm getting into character anyway, but even a little
Sure.
further.
Mm-hmm. Props help.
Doing well. Doing well, Fraley. Let's see.
It is so good to see all these people. Weird. Weird being on this side of things.
Yes. Thank you for the subscription.
Huzzah!
That's
Right?
awesome.
He's a pro.
D&D all the time. So,
Ooh,
As it
ooh,
should be.
whoa. Wait, what
More
time's
D&D,
Saturday?
always
Like
D&D.
7:30? 30? Because I'm going to an early dinner. I want to be back in time to watch that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, snack butts.
Fraley,
I
so
will.
I'll be
Well,
a
I'm playing
little
a bard tonight, so.
late. Yes, I'm actually going out to dinner twice this week. Gonna be
Ooh.
a friend of mine. We've been waiting to hang out again for oh goodness, a year and a half. So that's Thursday night, and then going to dinner on Saturday. It's gonna be wonderful.
Nice.
I might. I just might.
Listen, if she doesn't, I might. But
Depends
trying,
on.
trying to figure out-
Depends on. Yes. I am the bard tonight.
listen,
That could
anyone
get
who's
out of
been in
hand quickly.
anyone who's been in the car with me, and well, yeah, certain people who are watching have been, or certain people who are here have been. You know that I have no problem bursting out into song at any given moment.
I know your love for musical theater.
Yes.
Thank you for the sub, TLG.
It is. I have the shirt to prove it.
Indeed.
That I do.
It's 5 o'clock.
Dun dun.
Yes. Yes.
Hey.
Ah.
You're muted, Kayla. They can't hear you.
Oh no.
All right. Take two. We're going to edit all that out in post. And salutations and good evenings, everyone. I am Timelordswife, also known as Kayla. You can find me over at my BlueBox, which is the TARDIS. But today we are taking over the other BlueBox, which is BlueBoxRPG. While John is away, we're going to play. So without further ado, let me reintroduce our people because I was pointing haphazardly. So over here we've got Evie. She's going to be playing Ysira. You know her. You'll love her. She actually frequents this channel quite a lot. Over here we have the brand new Jester. You got to meet him over at the Ren Fair if you had the pleasure to do so. He's going to be playing Callisto tonight. Then over yonder we've got Robert. He's going to be playing Gallus, which you also find him every Friday night in John's BBRPG channel playing some Castles and Crusades. Love that game. And last but not least, we've got Isaac over here. He is playing Hagrim. And we will, of course, allow them to describe their characters in depth as we go throughout the one shot. Did I miss anything, you guys? Oh, we did. Evie. We have to show some love and appreciation to our sponsor, so I'm going to go ahead and let you take away with that.
Yes, so we have a lot of really awesome sponsors over here at BlueBoxRPG, and we want to say thank you so much to every single one of them. First off, we have Cozy Gamer. She makes great dice. They're shiny. Her link's going to be in the chat right now, so if you go check it out, you can pick up some of her really cool dice. Next is Mantic Games. They are the makers of Terrain Crate, and they make really awesome terrain and other really cool minis and things, so check them out. Then we have Troll Lord Games. They are actually the publishers of Castles and Crusades, along other things, but yes, you can check out their content over on their website. Frederica Draws does all of our lovely art for our main campaign stream. So if you've seen any of our character art, that's Frederica Volova. Check her out. You can get commissioned art from her. She does amazing stuff. You can see all of her art over on her Instagram. Then we have Mike Disney, who is an artist as well as an amazing mini painter, and he streams regularly on Twitch pretty much several mornings. So check him over out on his link tree. And then finally, and last but not least, we have Ferox Fabrication. They make amazing mini painting holders. They make custom DM screens. They make signs. They make all sorts of really cool stuff. So make sure to check them out on their Etsy channel and buy some of their really great stuff. And that's all of our amazing sponsors.
A lot of amazing sponsors. Thank you very much, Evie, for that. I did not want to forget that because we have to show love and appreciation to those people. You guys are fantastic. I actually cannot wait to get some dice and some various minis because we have a dice cam as well up tonight, folks. So if there's any crits, any nat ones on my end, I will show you. We do not fumble our rolls over here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce you guys to the story that we have at hand. So like we said, this is going to be part 1 of a part 2 series, and that will be playing part 2 on Sunday, and I'll be DMing that as well. So tonight we have our beautiful adventurers, and they will be playing as the grandkids for next Sunday's game, which is going to be super awesome. We get to tie that all in. Thank you, by the way, D&D Imposter. I appreciate that. And also, super big shout out to Troll Lord Games for popping in with the raid, like right off as we started. Thank you very much for that, you guys. I appreciate you. Hopefully that was either Chuck and Steven, more than likely. And let's see here. We are going to go ahead and, as we stated, the party has already been adventuring together for quite some time. In fact, as they are the grandchildren of the adventurers that are playing on Sunday, they decided to make a group of themselves, make a group of their own, which you guys can also come up with a party name if you'd like by the end of the session. Totally okay with that. But we're going to go ahead and place you guys into the tavern to start. And that is where you guys meet each other after a long, arduous adventure. You are ready to kick up your feet, relax for a little bit, and that's where you find yourselves. We're going to go and switch over to the map screen as well so that you guys can see it. Oh, that is the wrong map screen. See, I told you I was going to click all the wrong buttons tonight, you guys. There we go. Now you guys can see the map. And with that being said, let's go ahead and give a brief description of each of your characters, introduce them, and let's also introduce yourselves, you guys. So by all means, let me know who you are, where we can find you, and who you're playing tonight with just a brief description. We're going to go ahead and start off with Edie, because she's directly above me.
All right, so hi everyone. I am Theater Evie. Evelyn is my actual name, but you can find me on BlueBox RPG very regularly. If it's a stream going on, I'm probably going to be there. Also, I'm on Instagram and Twitter as at Theater Evie as well. I make props, and yeah. Tonight I will be playing Ysira Denathrist. She is a half-elven bard, College of Lore, and she's got dark hair, and she carries around a lot of instruments and likes to entertain people as much as possible, as well as herself.
Perfect. And then, oh, it's doing the thing. Before we go to the next person, I just want to preface for any technological difficulties. I thought that I could get away using OBS.Ninja tonight, and it looks like it's artifacting again. So next time we might end up just doing Discord altogether. But appreciate your guys' patience as we work through this. And as I go ahead and check that out, go ahead and Isaac, introduce yourself, please.
Hey, I'm Isaac. You can find. Well, I'm elusive on the socials, but I do write for a little third-party D&D company called Creature Curation. I design monsters and write stories for all them folks over there. Tonight I'll be playing Hagram, who is a mountain dwarf. He's a quiet type. He's more of an artisan. I think a tinkerer. He aspires to be a jeweler, so you see him in his apron and his garb. He's got his feet up on the tavern table, and he's enjoying himself an ale. He's a fresh-faced young dwarf. That's all I got. Next.
And then we'll go over to Robert, please and thank you.
Yeah, so I'm Robert, best known as Phantom NJ. You can find me in BlueBox, the BlueBox Discord, probably most of the time because, well, yeah, I'm there a lot. I'm also on Twitter at PhantomNJ_DND. And I will be playing Gallus, a young wood elf ranger. He is very slight of build, and very pleasant personality, and very, very ill. So, yeah.
Perfect. And last but not least, we've got Jester, who's playing Callisto.
Hey, I'm STW Jester. You can find me at Instagram/STW Jester if that's something you're into. Tonight I'm playing Callisto Catspa, a Tabaxi warlock whose patron is the greatest old one, my grandpa, and yeah, should be a lot of fun.
That is so adorable. Because I love the mentality of that, though, because, like, we're really quick to digress. We were talking about how in the earlier editions, you'd have characters that would eventually reach the full level 20, and with that, they would retire. You know, their adventure days are done. So with this being said, they have also, in this, we'll call it a homebrew world, has also been raised to the mantle of a god, and so that's why it's their deity is their own grandparent, which I thought was so cute. So with that, we find all of our adventurers sitting around the table. Again, you've just gotten done with a long, arduous journey, your most recent battle, and you guys are trying to relax. Go ahead, set the scene for us.
Thought we wouldn't make it back here this time.
I had little doubts. I mean, we've been through much together. And yeah, well, there isn't. I doubt there's much that can stand in our way when we put our mind to it. I don't know about the rest of you. With that, Gallus goes about checking the string of his bow and making sure that all is well.
Just a few hairy.
Ysira's kind of just leaning back in her chair, examining the tavern around her, kind of taking in what's being said. Oh, don't doubt anything, dears. We'll have this perfectly in hand. I know it.
Anyone else's cup getting a bit low?
And with that, you
Use a
actually have
drink.
a serving wench come up to you. All right, what can I get you? What can I fill your cups up with?
Oh, whatever it was I had before.
My
Just
memory's a
ale,
little bit
some
daft,
sort.
darling. What can I get you?
Just the ale, please.
I got some of that. What about you? She kind of looks over to Ysira and Gallus and Callisto.
Ysira's going to say, another pint would be fabulous.
Sure thing, darling.
Your
Put mead, if you
precious
will.
milk, please.
She kind of gives you a look. All right, then. And you? She looks at Gallus.
Cup of mead, if you will.
All right,
On
real
this
quick.
time, I'm gonna slide a silver.
Oh, quite generous of you. Thank you.
No,
And she slides it into her pocket. Oh, and then she gets really loud after that. I need one maid, one ale, one milk. And she kind of looks at the cat again. And that'll be all. And she kind of looks at you guys again. She gets really quiet as she looks back at you.
I believe it was 2 ales, but we got close.
Like I said, darling, my memory's a little daft. Well, she gets loud again at the counter.
I
What's
think
the
I'm
price?
perfectly fine with just the.
So
Just
any
drinks.
big plans?
Oh no, if I eat, it messes with the drink. You see.
She kind of gives you a look. All right. She walks away.
I highly doubt they have fresh fish here.
Her ears book up. We're right near the ocean, love. You want some fresh fish? It's not a problem at all.
Ooh, yes, please.
She like yells back towards the kitchen again.
Kind of flinches. She's right next to his head.
Gallus leans into Callisto and says, "You probably best specify whether you want that cooked. Remember what happened last time?"
Ooh. Yeah, I'm okay rolling the dice.
With that, you
Leans back
actually
and says, "Okay."
with that, she actually brings to the table the drinks that you guys requested and puts in front of you this small little wooden board, and on it is fresh sliced fish.
Yes.
Fresh,
All
all
right.
right.
Anything else I can get for you?
Good here.
I think that will be fine.
I'm good.
Thank you so much.
All right, leave you to it then. Pops
Does
off
it
again.
look like a goldfish? That draws one.
It looks very similar to salmon or tuna, red in its coloring. Looks very fresh, actually. Like cut like sashimi.
The fish is amazing. The milk could use some work.
The guy from behind the bar kind of like looks at you because he heard that.
I'm just honest.
And then she walks past, probably because it's goat mix, love. Goat's milk, love.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's it. That's what I'm tasting. It's the goat. Yep.
Gallus
As you
leans
go-
back
You
and takes a sip
You
Sorry, go
didn't
ahead.
specify.
of his mead.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I said, to be fair, you didn't specify.
I accept responsibility for that.
It's really all they have, you guys. In fact, when you walked in, you didn't really
Yeah.
notice much livestock to be had. No really like big cows. There's really only goats and sheeps. Lots of herding to be had. Small village.
I just kind of say to the party, not within earshot this time. Yeah, these small town, it's tough to get good supplies in these areas. It's fine. I'll manage.
Now, as you guys
Roll
lean
martyr,
over,
that one. Go ahead. Sorry.
As you guys lean over your plates and you start digging in, the business starts picking up because you guys actually got here relatively early day. You guys wanted to beat the rush. If anybody's not too keen on crowds, that'd probably be why. But you guys see the business is beginning to pick up. People are starting to shuffle in, and orders are like the kitchen is beginning to smell a lot more, and with pies and meats and various other things that they're cooking emanating from it. There, you also have a band being set up on one of the stages as well. It looks like they're getting ready for some evening festivities. And with that,
Gallus,
Gallus?
so Gallus turns to our friendly neighborhood bard and says, "Did they know you were going to be here?"
Well, we do come here every once in a while, so probably, I would imagine.
I'm sensing an opportunity for a free meal.
If we care to join in, I wouldn't mind adding the paws on my drums.
I didn't know you could drum.
Well, yes, darling, all cats can drum.
Oh, well, I'm learning something new every day.
It's basically just like making biscuits.
Oh, of course.
Behind you, Ysira, you actually have somebody pop up. And they go, Ysira, we were wondering, would you like to maybe play for us tonight? And he hands out
Well,
your favorite item, instrument, what it would be.
she has a small collection. She carries around a lute and a flute and a lyre, actually. I think I'm feeling up for some strings tonight, if you don't mind.
A one-woman band, I like it. Of course.
And she'll take her instrument up and she'll kind of proceed onward with them to take her place. So where would you like me?
And he actually opens his hands up, shows you the stage. They actually have the stool set up perfectly for you with one of those little horns that kind of looks like a microphone in a stand. We've got everything set up for you right here if you would prefer.
Oh, this is absolutely perfect. I really appreciate it. I'll just give me a moment. And she starts plucking at the strings, making sure everything's in tune, kind of listening to it. All right, I'm ready whenever you are.
For your evening enjoyment, ladies and gentlemen, we have the one and the only Ysira! And then you hear the whole entire tavern just light up with excitement.
Yeah.
Ysira! And then spotlight right on you.
And she just kind of eases into place and prepares herself.
So with one hand, Gallus slowly pushes his plate of fish towards Callisto, and turns his chair to get a better view of the stage, and leans back, sipping his mead kind of thoughtfully.
I always preferred the view from back here as well. I'll follow suit.
It's a little hard to see because some dancing actually takes. They start dancing like right in front of you, so you're kind of like trying to get a view of Ysira up on the stage.
I'm used to it.
Just quietly take the drum out at the ready just in case I'm needed. Just in case.
Oh, I didn't have the music playing. That was on my side. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Thank you, Roland.
Time for Wonderwall. How did you
Time
know
for
the
Wonderwall. And
Anyway, time for Wonderwall.
as Ysira begins to play Wonderwall, just kidding. So with that, as her act comes to an end, we'll say, she reaches her last song, and as she does so, the lights turn off and the stage goes black. And as that happens, you hear a scream outside the doors of the tavern.
Everyone's a critic. All right, we should probably actually go see what that's about. And she'll hop off the stage, just kind of tuck her, because her lute actually has a strap on it, so she just kind of swings it behind her back and says, "Come on," and starts moving towards the door.
Dallas stands up. It's a moment, dusts himself off, drinks the rest of his mead, and then slowly follows Asira out the door.
As you guys go to reach for the door, it's like almost perfect timing. This disheveled older lady, about 30 years of age, just busts through the doors. Help! Anybody, please help! And she almost falls into your arms, Gallus, because the momentum just carries her into you. Please, please, somebody help! They've taken my children!
Depending on how large she is, she might have done more than just fall into my arms.
She's medium-sized. How big are you?
I'm medium-sized, but he's very, very slim of build. He's...
Go ahead and make me a strength check, then. First roll of the night.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's a 7?
She comes barreling through the doors right into Gallus and onto the floor, very tropey anime style. She is on you, but she is so on her wit's end. She's looking, please, please, save my children, and she's shaking you while she's on top of you on the ground.
Dear lady, we please. What can we do? What is going on? Who has taken your children? And
She
he's
points.
just using a very soothing, calm voice.
Do you try to get out from under her?
Oh no, he's gonna wait for her to get off the bed.
Beautiful. I love it. With that, she goes, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over myself. And she pushes herself off of you and she points out towards the door and she goes, they took my children. Please, somebody needs to go save them, please.
Who are they, to be exact? If you could enlighten us a little more, it might help us to find the ones who took your children more expeditiously.
Deep in the forest, you can find a cottage. And there, that is where they took my children. They call themselves Dr. von Flan.
Oh.
They really need to hire a new writer.
Right?
What a name.
Like the dessert, right? The
Marketing
cinnamon.
is everything.
Yeah.
Right?
The
Branding.
name alone needs to be...
Speaking of marketing,
I digress real
someone
quick. This
mentioned
is also a
sweet
name of a
poultry.
character in one of my games, just so you guys know. So if they're watching, no offense.
Nice. I'm right here, guys.
All right, so in the woods.
Yes,
what he's about?
I can show you to where I last saw them. In fact, she holds up what looks to be like a headband. This was my daughter's, and I found it there where I last saw them playing. Please, you have to get them back. And she hands you over the little headband to Ysira.
Okay, and she'll take it and kind of examine it a little bit, and then tuck it away into one of her pouches. I'll make sure that as soon as we find your child, we get this back to her.
And I wouldn't even really call it a headband. It's really just like a very simple piece of cloth that she probably used as a headband. But with that being said,
Just got back.
We did. But
Heroes
this is the
duty
life we chose.
Theory, my friend.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I don't have much to give, but if you could just get my children back, that would mean the world to me.
Yeah. Hagrim's gonna don his shield
Yes.
and shoulder his warhammer.
Hey, lady, we will get your children back. Well, that is what we do.
We ever get
Right?
the
Yes,
we ever
Cool.
get the wench's name?
the shouty one.
The shouty one, yes.
Oh,
We're looking for a film.
you want the bar wench's name?
Yes.
Arabella.
The shouty one. Arabella. Could you wrap this? Because we're not leaving this to waste.
I sure, love. It's not going to be very good after. No worries. Don't.
It
You're
won't
the one that
last
ordered
too
the
long.
goat's
He'll
milk,
eat
so
it. He'll eat it. Yep.
Yep.
she packs it up for you into like a little satchel.
Go ahead and finish my ale.
Yeah. List
Dallas
like,
turns to...
accept the book, adjust everything. It's ready to go back out.
Dallas turns to Callisto and says, "You will not be putting that with the group provisions."
Yeah, we've been over this before.
Yes, we have.
Everything just smells like fish.
Oh, that bad. It'll be fine.
Please, please, I don't know if we have much longer. And she kind of grabs Ysira's hands and also Gallus' hands, and she starts tugging and pulling them towards the door. Please, please, come with me. I'll show you where I
Onward
last saw
to
them.
heroes.
Yes.
Of course.
Oh, I've gone blurry.
And Gallus follows him. Yeah.
Lead the way.
Gallus goes with her, mostly
Sure.
because his arm will be out of his socket if it doesn't.
Mhm.
We switch over the grab you guys, and there we go. We should be on a new view.
Let's see.
Indeed.
Yep.
Perfect.
And Ysira's just gonna let herself be pulled by this woman. she's not fighting.
So it's going to be down near the south of the map where the symbol is. Ignore the symbol. But you guys can all pull out the tokens and place them there. Now, as you guys are brought into a clearing, you guys can see, you guys reach a riverbed, and there you can actually see the tracks from where the kids were playing originally. And the mother goes, this is not Arabella, this is Henrietta. And Henrietta will say, and this is where I last saw them playing. I only took my eyes off them for a few moments, and when I turned back, they were gone.
So, and that's Henrietta, the token that's over there?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Roland.
So, yeah, Gallus makes his way over and starts looking for further tracks or evidence of something or someone would have taken them.
Okay, with this one, let's go ahead and do a survival check, please.
Survival, all right. Yeah, it doesn't help when you roll it and it jumps out of the dice tray underneath the computer. Let's try that again. Oh wow, I'm rolling fantastic today. But proficient, 15.
There you go.
Beautiful. And with that, you actually do see not only smaller footprints from both pairs of the children, but you also see larger footprints, which you assume are going to be from Henrietta's, from when she was running around searching for them. But closer to the riverbed, right as the water reaches the shore, you can just make out what seems to be an animal footprint, and it's rather large. Although, because the shore has washed up, it has somewhat washed away half of the print, but you can very clearly see that it is a very large animal print of sorts.
Do I have any indication or any idea what type of animal this might have been?
Go ahead and do me a nature check, please.
All right.
Robert just rolling all the dice for
is-
his guys.
Yeah.
That's a 13.
Okay. With this, you're not quite sure exactly what left the print, but you can tell it's a large beast because you can see that there are some claws at the end of the paw prints.
Okay, at this point, Nicholas turns to Henrietta. He makes no sign of betraying what it is he's found. He says, "My lady, we will find your children. Just you make your way back to the tavern, and we will return them to you there."
You promise? You mean it? I can come with you. It's not a problem. I mean, I just want to make sure that my children are safe.
Lady,
Don't
we
worry.
will handle this for you.
Hey, lady, just one question before you go. Did you hear splashy sounds?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Whenever the children disappeared? Was it like a splash and then they were gone, or
No,
you just
unfortunately,
turned around, they were gone?
I was hanging up my linen, and you actually see, much farther off from the riverbed line is 2 poles with a line, and you see a basket of laundry, and she was trying to hang up her linen, and as I turned around, they were just gone. I didn't hear a thing. I told him not to go too far. I told him not to play out at my sight, and then this is what happened.
Is it worth it to investigate the other side of this river?
They can't swim. I don't see as to why they would have gone to the river or through the river at all, but I don't know where else they could have gone.
So Gallus is going to walk over to Sarah and very softly, while Callisto is talking to Henrietta, and says, "We need to get her out of here now."
Yes, I agree. Let me try something. And she'll go back over to Henrietta and be like, all right, I think we've got this from here. It won't do you any good pacing about this area while we search for them, and it would probably be better perhaps if you waited in your home. If they are to come back before we locate them, perhaps they just wandered off and are on their way back. That way you are there, waiting for them to see them when they return. Perhaps.
You're right. You're right. I should probably busy myself with something. She looks around to the party and kind of meets eyes with everybody. I trust you. I wouldn't have asked you guys for any other reason. If I'm so desperate. I just want to find my children. She kind of just rambles up, picking up her laundry basket, putting all the clothes into it. She's like, okay, I'll go home and I'll finish my linen. Thank you so much. And she actually hands over a note to Galus and says, my house is only 3 doors down from the tavern where you guys were at. Please come find me as soon as you have them.
He takes the note, closes his hands over hers. It will be done.
3 doors down.
Do you read the note?
No, not right then and there.
Okay. And with that, she shuffles off.
Seems an odd place to be doing laundry.
I mean, the water's right here. It makes
I
sense.
suppose.
And
And she does live nearby.
Can I attempt, even though I'm going to hate every step of it, to cross this river and with my ring of water walking, I'm just gonna walk across the river. At every step, you just hear like the low, like that pissed off cat sound. Every step of the way, just not liking this one bit. And I'm gonna try and get to like over here and see if there's footsteps on this side too.
Go ahead and make me I said survival, and I say this because we're looking for tracks, so go ahead and give me another survival check on this.
This will go great. 11.
Wait, did you seriously just say in and out, short mom? Stop it. No, you did not. Really? Did you really?
Yeah.
It's my dinner tonight too, twinsies. Also, just so you know that the stream doesn't gain any promotional incentives from In and Out to show their product on stream. It's just because we like it.
They do
Just
not.
just have to say that for a reason.
Actually, I have a question.
Yes.
The track that I had found,
Yes.
was it headed across the river?
Yes, you at least can see that it's heading across the riverbed. My apologies. I should have specified on that.
Okay. That's okay. I was just want to make sure.
No, you're good. For context, and then that's just 11 on the survival. Jester, as you make your way over the riverbed, you're a little too distracted by the fact that you almost fell in to the river.
Yeah.
And you're making more angry cat noises on the other side of the riverbed.
Yeah. Waters. Who decided this should be a thing?
Well, because there's a lot of water pooling on the edge of the riverbed, and you're just, I'm not gonna find any tracks in here. Like, oh.
Yeah. All water is awful.
So, Callisto has already made their way across the river. What are you guys gonna do?
Yeah, Gallus calls out to Callisto. Callisto, please, where you are, and do not move about. It will be that much harder for me to find further tracks if you trample all over them. And he goes down to one knee, mentions to Ysera and Hagram, and goes the animal track. This is why I asked you to send her home.
Oh my! What made that?
I am not certain. But
those that are taking
large.
closer inspection on the prince, I'll allow you guys a survival check to see if you guys, or a nature check, I apologize, to see if you guys know who the prince belonged to or what the prince belonged to.
I will do this.
Skaga, no clue. Hagram, apologies, no idea.
You said survival or nature?
Actually, I'll allow either. I'm a very lenient DM if you guys have a better modifier in it.
I have a +2 on survival, so I got an 18.
Oh. Ysera leans down towards the riverbed, taking closer inspection of this particular print, and she can very clearly make out that this one print was made by a wolf-like creature.
Looks like some sort of wolf, if I'm a betting elf, and I am. So, I would go for wolf.
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 Reckon we should all cross
Gallus.
then.
Probably.
Gallus nods and
I'm-
stands up and says, "That does not bode well."
Depends
While
on how
I'm waiting-
friendly the wolf is, I suppose.
While I'm waiting for them to cross, I'm just gonna take out my magnifying glass and my my spyglass and just like pretend like I'm looking for clues. I'm really not. I'm just like being a cat. Yep. That's now I'll just be muttering that Papa always says, knowing what is both far and near is very important, and have no context to put that to use. Just doing my thing.
Yeah, Hagram will just take a couple steps back and running jump over the river because he can do that.
It's about 10
Oh, is it
feet, so
10
with the
feet?
running jump, you'd be able to get it, no problem, but still, because it's slippery on the other end, I will ask for a dexterity check.
No. Okay. Oh, easy. Dirty 20.
While you stick the landing, you jump on over vaults and just plant your feet right into that mud, and it just kind of holds you. You're good.
Uh-oh.
Can I?
Hagram,
My boots.
Can I? Can I get a sense of how deep the river is?
How tall are you?
I am 5 foot. Hold on, let me double check. Description. 5'8".
Okay, so yeah, it's a little under 10 feet, so you could definitely try to walk across the bottom, but there would be like no reason to. You just kind of just want to swim over.
So, she'll kind of try to like keep her instruments up over her head as fast as possible, and she's gonna like kick her way over. You know, gotta
Easy.
keep the instruments dry. All right.
Alice raises his hand and says, "Yes, please, remember, do not trample about over there." And with that, he decides to swim it across as well.
You're gonna try and
Definitely, yeah.
jump?
No.
Then
He's going to swim.
I
Oh,
would have
swim,
definitely
okay.
landed like right smack on some tracks, probably. Just for that's just what would have happened.
So Ysira and Gallus swim over, easily done. Hagram takes a straight up sprinting running jump and vaults over the riverbed, but sticks the landing. Callisto's been over there because, you know, they just have this convenient ring of water walking, we'll call it. But it works though, it definitely works. You guys are all on the other side of the riverbed. I love it. Now, what are we doing?
Jester, you're muted.
Gallus gets back to tracking.
Jester, you're muted.
There you go.
I take my aversion to water from my papaw. I'm sorry.
Oh, it is not a problem at all. I love it, especially
I
with the whole
walked
tabaxi
away.
thing. It's perfect.
Oh, that's in character, I say to the group.
Oh!
And then I remember I'm not supposed to be moving, and I just stop. I'm like, do your tracky thing.
Gallus inhales. Exhales. Yes. And first bends down to the ground and takes a long look to see if he can see anything in the immediate area. If he doesn't find anything right by him, he winces slightly and makes his way over to Hagram to see if there's anything near Hagram where stuck the landing.
Go ahead and do another nature check on this, since you guys are a little bit more understanding of like what you guys are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got over a base 10 for once. Nature.
Moving up in the world.
So 15 total.
15. All right, and actually around his feet, he did kind of squish a couple of them, but that's okay. You see a bunch of other beast-like tracks going up north, deeper into the forest.
Plus points and says north, my friends, north.
Oi, your tracking never let me down before.
And he'll begin actively tracking actively tracking the tracks. Whatever I guess the wolf we determined was.
Now, are you guys walking just into the forest looking for more tracks? Or are you guys trying to do this more stealthily? How are we going about this?
I mean, I'm assuming the tracks aren't just like disappearing, because unless there's areas where it's hard to track. But yeah, he's going to keep a close eye to make sure that the wolf didn't change directions suddenly on him.
I'll be stealthing a little away from the group, not far, like still within visual range, but just to get a little distance.
Okay, so but you are trying to be stealthy in this
Yes.
matter. Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check, please.
Yeah, 24.
Callisto just disappears into the foliage, and
Where'd
but
Don't
you, like
hear
you said,
my
you're kind
little
of still
feet.
within spitting distance
Yeah.
of them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Perfect. Now, as you
I'll never
guys,
get used to him doing that.
So yeah, Hagrim's bringing up the rear. He's going to be following the tracker. He knows
Okay.
better than to step on the tracks before the tracker sees him.
That's a very good point. Thank you, Isaac. In fact, because the foliage is now growing a lot thicker, and thank you also, Robert, for mentioning this, is that you can see that the ground itself is being covered more with roots and vines and leaves. So yes, you are starting to lose the tracks a little bit more as you grow deeper and deeper into the forest, but you do feel that north is the direction that you guys should be going. With that being said, the ability to get through the tree line is also a lot harder as the trees glow closer and closer and denser and denser. So what is the order of operations, or the filing order that we're taking as we're going into the forest?
I would imagine that I would be first, since I'm still doing the tracking. By the way, what Gallus is looking at now is not just the wolf tracks, but he's looking for other evidence of the wolf's passing, especially since we believe that it has the children with him or with it. So, torn branches, maybe pieces of cloth that might have gotten caught on horns and such.
Let's go ahead and do an
Evidence of
investigation check for that. Anybody that's going to be looking for something like this, let's go ahead and do an investigation check.
I'll do
Okay,
it.
Azira's actually going to be
not.
listening for any sounds that might sound like the children or anything out of the ordinary for the area that we're in.
Perception check, please.
Yes.
Nice.
For the investigation check, I've got no bonus, so it's a 17 straight up.
Nice.
17.
I rolled a
Yep.
5.
5. Okay.
It was a 10.
10 on the perception. Okay. Callisto, making any rolls, or are you just hiding in the foliage?
What I'm going to attempt to do, and I have a climbing speed with claws, is I'm going to try if I can get, if like this area is a little higher, I'm going to try and get a higher visual just to kind of get a layout of like the party going through the forest.
Okay, for sure. You can see that here, like as you see on the map, there are some erogenous parts where the map comes up into somewhat of a hill type area.
Okay.
There's also trees all throughout, so you can climb up into one of those trees there if you'd like.
Gotcha.
Oh
Excellent.
yeah, should we move
yeah.
up on the map?
Yeah, you guys are beginning your way farther and deeper into the forest. Robert, with your roll, you do see broken branches. You do see areas where a party of maybe 10 bodies or so has been through here recently. And on the ground, you can see a lot more of those beast-like tracks that you've been following. Isaac, with yours, you're still very distracted at where the heck Callisto just went, so you're mostly just like, where did he just...
Yeah, I'm looking for the cat man. Yeah.
And Ysira, with your role, you're very distracted by a lot of the noises going on throughout the rest of the forest that it's very hard to make out anything distinctly. In fact, Callisto climbing up into the tree is probably the thing that you hear the most.
I was
Oh,
pretty stealthy about it.
Callisto, once you're at the top of the
assuming-
tree, make me a perception check, please. What is up, Gallus?
Perception.
I was going to say, I'm assuming, considering
Oh.
we've been adventuring together for a while, that we've
7.
developed some, at least basic signals for each other.
Yeah.
Maybe?
So
Sure.
I have awakened mine, so I can telepathically
Oh,
speak
cool.
to anyone I can see within 30 feet. So that's why I'm not getting more than like 30 feet away from you all. But that way, if I do kind of see something scouting ahead, I can say, like, stop this way, yada.
Yeah, you're still trying to get up into the tree with that perception check. Don't worry. Let's see here. So as you guys are going further and deeper into the forest, actually, Gallus and Hagram, go ahead and make me perception checks too, please.
Sure. Yeah.
That was not good.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, 9. That was a 3 on the die.
I got a 16 on this one.
Okay. You, Gallus, are still very much looking for other tracks, other signs that they may have been going. So again, you're a little bit distracted, but with Hagram, with that roll, in the distance through the tree line, you can hear
Hagram will very lightly tap Gallus on the shoulder and then put his finger to his ear when you look back and point forward.
Alice looks in the direction that Hagram is pointing and tries to see or get a better sense of what might be there. Considering this is more of a danger sensation, he slowly pulls out his bow and an arrow ready to be knocked.
Yeah, I've got shield and hammer ready. You hear that, lad?
I missed it. What did you hear?
Sounds like some sort of beast, maybe chewing on something. I fear what we're gonna see when we get up there, to be honest with you.
One
Sighs
random
softly
question.
and
Yeah, what's up?
What time of day is it?
You're about midday now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we hit the bar early, beat the
Yeah,
rush,
you know,
yeah.
some day drinking, you know.
the early bird special.
Yeah.
My pal told me all about it.
Y'all thought you had the day off. Psych, now you're working overtime. You know how it
Yeah,
is.
happens, man.
Yeah. At that, Gallus sighs softly and says, "When I saw the first track, I admit I was not holding out too much hope." And with that, he starts slowly making his way. Um, they're in the direction that Hagrim was pointing, bow and arrow at the ready.
And I'll
And
be
Ysera?
right on his heels. Yeah.
And
I'm guessing I'm noticing this all transpiring. Nothing was specifically said about where they were, so she's just gonna kind of, I guess, notice that and kind of look in their direction. Um, is there something amiss?
Some sort of beast making a ruckus ahead.
All right.
Best we get the
So
jump on it.
she'll pull her rapier and be ready to go forward, just in case.
Now, as you guys push forward, now are you guys trying to do this stealthily, or are we just walking up towards the sounds?
Ysera would be trying to move as quietly as possible.
Same thing with Hagrim. Not Hagrim. Gallus. Sorry.
Same thing with Hagrim. Yeah, I'll try the stealth thing. I'm not great at it, but we'll give it a shot here.
No worries. Stealth checks, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. 7. No, 8. 8. I have a +2.
Stealth.
Yeah. 22.
20.
Let's go.
Dirty 20.
Nice, dude.
14.
Gallus
22.
and Ysera start like blending in with the trees, traipsing almost quietly like a falling leaf. And then Hagrim comes in and trips straight over a branch. And you hear just a big thud, crunch, crunch, as he falls.
That's on brand.
As that happens, you hear from the background, and you hear this steps, about a few pairs of steps charging towards you guys through the forest line.
Do I see this first?
Where are you sitting on the map again?
I'm here. I'm like in an elevated position. Like,
Yes, you would see them come crashing out from the forest, and what you guys see standing before you is a bunch of pigs. And they don't look like normal pigs. They are up on their 2 hind legs. And they are charging at you. I'm bringing them out into the thing now.
we get fish, poultry, and pork. It's a fancy feast.
It's a big day. Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all move up to where you are on the map here.
I'm glad you laughed at that, Evie. That's what matters.
They didn't bring enough.
Yeah? That's it?
Oh, this is just a preliminary tussle.
So once I see him, like, coming towards us, I'll just telepathically just say incoming, and that's it. I won't describe anything. I'll let him...
Sure.
As you yell, incoming! You hear...
Oh, I don't yell it. I just,
in the background as
telepathically-
more creatures break out.
Great.
There are werepigs and werewolves surrounding you guys from the tree lines, and they look kind of feral.
I think you might have on the DM level. We don't anything if they're
I probably
on that.
have them on the DM level. Give me a second.
I can see them. They kind of blend in. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see them.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
gotcha. Wow.
See,
Okay,
3 werewolves.
they really do blend in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're there.
Oh, I put too
I'm
many
just
werepigs
fine.
out there. Oops. Give me a second. Beep.
You
Dallas
know,
turns to
just, it's too many werepigs.
There you go.
Oh,
No
hi.
big deal.
And behind the werepigs and the werewolf, you see a claw grip one of the trees, and another claw grip another one of the trees, and out pops this large wolf head.
Dallas turns to Hagram and says, I enjoy target-rich environments, but this is a bit much.
Oh,
Cool.
don't worry, I'll,
Oh, I
I'll
probably put
distract
too many
them.
out there.
Yeah, I don't think your mic likes those, the sound
A second.
effects.
It's okay.
I'm sure
I gotta
they're
fix the
great.
filters on it.
Yeah,
Boop, there we go.
sweet. All right, we doing the initiative thing?
Yep, everybody roll initiative.
Cool.
Now, as the large wolf practically erupts from the forest, smell it. Where is it? And he looks directly at Ysira. Specifically, that piece of cloth that you have wrapped around your belt.
Oh boy.
All right then.
Oh, that's. I mean, it's a ribbon. Do you want it?
We already got her.
15 for me.
And you kind of see like one of the werepigs like snorting at him, go. You got a what? 15.14.
15. Yeah.
Oh.
It's it does the dex modifier. It's a tiebreaker.
Ah,
Yeah. I rolled a
It's,
16.
I have an 8 for initiative.
22.
dang, Robert.
Dex is a beautiful thing.
What was
Yeah.
yours again, Isaac? I'm sorry.
So I'll get 16.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna be top of the round. Oh, I should probably roll for my wolvies too. Wait, make sure I have the dice
Yes.
cam off. Not that I'm gonna fudge my rolls, guys, but
It's all good. We trust.
okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. All right. So that does leave Robert still at the top of the round, and that's going to leave one of the wolves up to bat.
Okay. So I'm going first, or?
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. No. He immediately takes aim at the big one, very calmly, as if this is just another day in the park. And going to his first arrow. Let's see. Pops from on right screen. You know, I love this. AC 20.
Nice.
Is that to hit?
Yeah.
That definitely hits.
And I get 2 attacks. You want me to roll them both attacks and then damage, or do you want me to do damage first and then the second attack?
As long as you don't have like any extra pluses or anything else that you would add from like bonuses, you can usually just roll and then damage like at the same time. It's not a problem. Like say if
Okay,
like a spell adds any other benefits, I usually prefer to have them once and one per roll.
Okay, in that case, I'll do the second attack and then I'll roll damage based on how many of them hit. And that one is AC 24.
That hits.
Nice.
Having a +9 for your attack bonus is really, really, really nice.
You're really good at 5, especially. Goodness. Yeah.
Your story.
My damage rolls, on the other hand, not great. 11 points damage total.
11 damage total to the big guy, right?
Yeah, and with that, let me see.
Oh, y'all are gonna see it if I do it on the GM's layer. Doing a pen and paper.
Would it be possible for him to scale that rock there? How steep is the incline? You'd like to get higher ground.
Do you have any climbing abilities?
I do not believe so. Wasn't sure if it was like something stepping up or if it was actually straight up rock high. No, I do not.
On this side, it would require a strength check or even a dexterity check to get up there appropriately if you want to try and do that.
I can do a dex check. Strength check's not going to help me much.
Because you're trying to pull yourself up there. Again, I look at things a little bit differently sometimes.
Yeah, that's fine. 18 total.
You can successfully move up to the top of the hill from there, gaining a better vantage point. And then you don't have any other moves?
That's it.
Perfect. Taking that damage. And then it was going to be one of the wolf's turn. So with that, the wolf sees you trying to climb up the hill and is going to try and climb up after you. So did you move your token already on the map?
Oh, no, I have not, sorry.
Okay, no worries. Just making sure I get movement down appropriately.
So, it'll be like right about there.
Okay, yep. Then this wolf is gonna try and climb up the hill to meet you guys. Kind of like a rabid dog would, trying to get you guys. Give me just a second. Oh yeah, it makes it up there. And it's going to go ahead and lash out with one of its claws. $20 to hit.
That is going to hit.
I'm gonna have to roll this twice. Five damage on the first claw attack.
Alright.
Alright.
What's up, Evie?
I was gonna try to cut in words. I couldn't find the thing really quickly enough to if she sees him, the werewolf trying to attack.
Oh heck yes.
She's gonna words.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Definitely you can do that.
Okay. So she's gonna see him and using her reaction, she's going to say, "Hey, you smell as bad as you look." To try to distract him.
And then is there a DC save on that?
I roll. I use a bardic inspiration, roll a d8, and then you subtract that from the attack roll.
Nice.
Yeah, from the to hit.
So that's a 2 from the to hit.
Let's see here. That was a...
Rolled a dirty 20.
I think I did, so it's 18 to hit still. Does that still hit, Robert?
18? 18 does hit, yes.
5 damage on the first one. There is a multi-attack on this, so... Nat 20.
Ooh. Because a nat 20 hit.
And not too bad.
No.
7 damage on that.
Good opportunity
Yeah.
for the dice cam, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gallus's calm demeanor is broken for a moment as you hear him let out a hiss as the sting of the nails claws going through him and cutting flesh.
And then after that, so it had the werewolf itself like scrabbled up the rock face and then lashed out with its claws, dealing a total of, I think it was 13 damage. And after that, the turn rolls over to the big bad wolf. So I think, Gallus, you shot it with an arrow first, correct?
Yes.
Okay, seeing that you've climbed up a rock and you're a little bit more out of reach, the big bad wolf is going to step up towards Hagram.
Sure. Yeah.
What
Bring
what
it,
initiative
ugly.
number are we on?
We are on the big bad wolf, which is 18 now.
All right.
10 to hit.
I'm sorry, what?
10 to hit.
Yeah, no. He bites into the shield.
Just kind of gnaws on your shield like a little chew toy for a second. Is it made of silver?
No, I wish.
Okay,
Can it
just
be?
making sure.
I'm just kidding.
Nice try.
well, yeah, got to.
With that, next wolf is up. This is going to be one of the smaller wolves again. This is going to be this wolf right here. And it was another 10 to hit, so I don't think that hits
That'd do
again
it.
either.
Yeah.
Next up is going to be Hagram.
All right. Got you just where I want you. And Hagram goes into a rage, where his eyes light up with a ghostly fire, and his short cropped
Yeah, he
beard
does.
will seemingly elongate with a ghostly beard underneath. And the spirit of his ancestors will possess him, and he is going to attack Big Ugly twice recklessly with his warhammer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a natural 16 for a 23 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Hell yeah, let's go. Max damage, it's going to be 15 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'm gonna do it again. Oh, he is marked. So anybody but me, he has disadvantage against next turn, and if he does damage anyone, they have resistance to the damage. So I'm gonna smack him again. I mean, not that he's gonna hit anybody but me, but you know. Ooh, I rolled a double 4 there. That'll probably not work with an 11.
Ivo, thank you for the subs. That's awesome,
Thank you,
man.
Chivo. That's awesome.
So yeah, I whiffed the second shot, unless his AC is 11, which I doubt.
No, unfortunately, that's going to miss. And you were swinging with what again?
My warhammer.
As you swing out with the warhammer, it ducks out of the way, and you kind of slash down.
Mm-hmm.
With that,
I bring my shield back up. Ready again. That's my turn.
we're going to go to Jester with one of the pigs up to bat.
Excellent. I first. So I'm going to, since they're all nice and conveniently clumped, I'm going to pull out my book, pull out my Grimm. It's the first time you've really seen it, and it looks like a fairy tale book, like a grandparent would read to their child. But when he opens it, it's actually a really cool, like, pop-up book. So he flips it open, he opens it to a page and just turns it and kind of thrusts it outward. And he's going to cast Fear on, I cast it 3rd level. So everything within a 30-foot cone of me, which should be most of them, yeah, has to make a DC 15 Wisdom save or be frightened.
Okay.
Provided they can be frightened.
Dude.
I'll actually do that so you can read it. But
So the two little ones get feared. I'll put a little marker on them here real quick to signify that. 1 second. I don't know.
don't
Which
know
one looks
what
more scary?
werewolves here, but I'm assuming it's either a little girl in a red cape or just like a small, tiny black cat just going.
Just gonna use this one. I don't know. This symbol means that they're feared. I'm just gonna choose one.
Sure.
Yeah, they're feared.
It's a good one.
And
Yeah.
the big bad wolf is just gonna look at you, and he's gonna. Puny human. While the other ones kind of whimper in fear below him.
Yeah, so as he does that, I'm going to go, nope, 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 and because he looked at me, and I'm going to run 5'10". I'm going to like kind of leap out of the tree, like away from things. I make an acrobats check.
If you want to go leap from it, yes, we're gonna go ahead and do an acrobatics check.
Cool. That's a 10. I want to leap like directly away this way, and then I'm going to use my feline agility to get the hell out of Dodge and run way the hell back here, away from like everything.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So Gallus, as you're standing up there, still kind of like poking and prodding at the werewolf that's right below you, you just kind of look to your left as you see Callisto just take off down the hill, trips and falls, and then in that momentum of the run, picks himself back up and just continues running.
Yep. So if I fell, I'd probably be like back here. But yeah, cool.
Thanks to that feline agility, they're like, nope, cats land on their feet, and you did.
I'm out. That's my turn.
Perfect. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and it is the pig's turn with Evie up to bat.
Okay.
So with this pig, the closest one is Hagram, but the big bad and the other wolf seem to have you handled. So he's gonna kind of dart up towards Evie, and with make sure I have the right attack. That's what they call it. Okay. They call it a maul. But he's just gonna lash out with his hoof. I just wanted to see what the name was. It's a mauling, so I like it. 7 to hit.
That misses.
As like the hoof goes past. And with that, Evie.
All right, she's going to look and she's going to see all of these creatures within 30 feet of her right now. And she is going to kind of, she takes the end of her rapier, which has a point on it, and she's going to poke herself in the hand to draw a little blood. And then she's going to kind of rub it together and create this like circular shape in front of her and push outward with it, and she's going to cast Bane to hit for the 4 closest to her, because she's going to cast it at 2nd level.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Also, like
So,
how you
yes.
said the pointy end, and all of us thought the wrong end.
So yeah, so they have to make a charisma save of 16 to succeed.
I doubt I get any bonuses for them, but and I realized that wereboar, because it's not werepig. They also get multi-attack, but that's okay. That's okay. They do not get any pluses, so wait, actually. Do they? Hold on. No. In fact, that's a minus, so
Charismatic. They're well spoken, you know.
Was this spore also in the fear zone?
nah, he got missed. He was right on the edge of glory. That was a 14.
All right, so that's a fail. So and it's up to four creatures in that
Oh,
I can
right.
see within my feet. So
Okay, that one has
So-
succeeded, that one failed, and that one failed.
Great.
sweet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So now, for the next minute, while I concentrate on the spell, the 3 that failed have to roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from their attack or saving throw.
Nice.
Bane.
So, for the next minute.
All right, those symbols mean Bane.
Bang, bang.
Ah. All right, that's my
And-
turn.
Okay, perfect. And with that, the last piggy pie. It is his turn. He's just gonna join his pig brethren and use his let's see. No, he's just gonna use his movement. He can't really get past anybody else right now because the big bad wolf is kind of in the way. And with that, we're gonna roll over to the top of the round, which is Robert, and one of the wolves is on deck.
Okay, so the wolf that attacked me, that's the one that has both Bane and Fear on it?
That is correct. The one at the bottom of the. Well, actually, he's kind of like on the hill with you now.
Right. So, but the Bane did not break the Fear, correct?
I don't know how that would work exactly.
I think it's just damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't damage
Alright,
them.
in that case,
granted to
if
them.
it's feared, it's feared, Gauss is going to say, "You stay, good boy," and fire 2 arrows at the big one.
Okay.
The first attack is AC 15.
That does not hit. I'm sorry. Shot
Alright.
wide.
Apparently, the damage he took affected his aim a bit, because that was even worse. So, yeah. And he's going to take, well, if he said it's already on the rock, yeah, there's not much for him to do. So, yeah, no, that's basically about it.
Okay, then it's going to be this wolf's turn, although he is feared. Let's
So
see here.
he must take the dash action and move away from me the safest route possible.
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Full movement is going to be.
Yeah, this is like the 3rd level fear, not the cause fear.
Right.
And with a little whimper, see this werewolf run back into the forest.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Actually, he'd be right about here with your. Yes, okay. Beautiful. That was that wolf, so who's up
And
next?
If he ends its turn in a location that breaks line of sight, he can make a wisdom saving throw to save against it.
Oh, chicken nugget butts. That would mean that this werewolf is that same way too, so give me a second. Full dash action. Full dash action. Oh, wow. Okay, he's even farther. So... werewolf.
Pop attack.
Yeah.
Yep. Opportunity attack. Go ahead and swing for that as this werewolf shies away from your presence.
Dirty 20.
Dogs being afraid of cats. This is a very interesting show that we have compiled for you.
I mean, I feel
Does
like that's par for the course, really.
And that definitely hits as he's trying to run away. You clip him with your axe.
14 damage. Rolling really good on damage. Yeah.
That one was 2. Perfect. And then with that, it's going to be one of the wolf. Wait, no, that was the wolf. And now it's going to be Hagram. You're up with Jester up to bat.
Yeah, Hagram sees this boar accosting his half-elf friend here, and he's going to go in on it recklessly. Oh yeah, 24 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Yeah. Another 14 damage. I need a dang dice cam over here.
That was the big bad, right?
No, it was the boar, and he is
The boar, thank you.
marked. So he has disadvantage on any attack that's not me, and if he does hit someone else that's not me, they have resistance to damage. However, my
Perfect.
second attack will recklessly go to the big bat.
Okay.
Yeah, 19 plus stuff, 26,
That will hit.
and that's going to be 12 damage
Perfect.
on big bad.
slash into a boar, pull your axe over right into the big bad's leg. And with that, it's going to be Jester.
Okay, so Esther kind of puts his, Callisto kind of puts his book away, for a second, still keeping concentration on it, though. And, he's just gonna look at the big bad werewolf, and, he's just gonna go, "How do you like it?" And, he's gonna cast Eldritch Blast, as Eldritch Blast looks suspiciously like you would imagine a fantasy laser pointer would look. He's
Okay.
just going mm, and with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Pew pew.
I love it.
How does he not end up chasing his own Eldritch Blast?
It's a trained skill.
I have
It's
questions.
a very trained skill.
Yep.
Alright, so first is a nat 1. So he chases it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the second one is a 15.
That actually, because you're aiming at the big bad, right?
Yeah, I'm aiming at the big bad werewolf.
That unfortunately does not hit.
Yeah, so I'm just like, how do you like it? Ooh, it's so pretty though. And I just lose track of the big bad and watch
just-
the laser pointer instead.
Just get completely distracted. Yeah.
Yep, that's full on. I am going to move one step to the left though to kind of try and keep line of sight on the 2 wolves that I have running from me currently. And that's my turn.
Nice.
Beautiful. With that, we're going to go ahead and roll it over to one of the pigs. That would be the one that is baned currently. And then it gets disadvantaged the rolls. It was attacking Evie, so we're going to go ahead and this time it's going to lash out with its multi-attack. It does
Just roll a subtract a d4 from the attack.
14 to hit
That hits. That is not
and
AC,
7 to hit on that one.
so miss. So 1 hits.
That one is going to be
You do have resistance to this though, so it's half the damage.
6 damage on that one.
Nice.
So 6. All right.
Now with that, it's only multi-attack, so the next up would be Evie.
Yay! All right. So, for my next trick, I'm going to the how far is Gallus from me?
About 10 feet, 10, 15 feet.
Okay. Move towards him.
10 feet.
then. This way. And then I'm going to actually cast Cure Wounds to heal the damage that he's taken.
Oh, beautiful.
So 1d8. So that's 12 points of healing for him. There you
Gallus
are.
gets 12 points of healing back. And what does this healing spell look like?
Yeah, so when she casts it, she does a little bit of a flourish and gently places a hand on his shoulder and does this have a little bit of healing, friend, and she'll touch him to restore the healing. And there's actually little almost
Sparking.
music notes that come out as the actual effect of the spell takes place.
I love it.
The look of calm comes back over Gallus's face, and he says, "You are my muse," and goes back to paying attention to the aiming.
I love that. Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Who's next? There's the pig. The pig is next.
And so
Okay.
multitasking with the subs.
Nobody else to attack but Hagram below. So the werepig will step up to Hagram and
You have
maul
advantage.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have advantage. Okay.
You have advantage. I want reckless.
18 to hit.
That's my AC. Yeah.
The beefy barbarian boy, though.
Not too bad.
Mm.
3 on the first hit
I will take 1.
and 16 to hit on the second.
That misses.
These pigs are not very good. It's probably because it's becoming like low light in the forest and they can't see very well, so they're just kind of like shoving their hooves out and, blindly. Then with that, we're gonna go ahead and to the top of the round, which is gonna be Robert.
So Gallus realizes that the wolf that he told to stay run off, and he says, I shall have to speak to his handler. And looses 2 arrows at the bad wolf.
As you
And
say that, though, give me a perception check too, please, if you don't mind. On top of that.
All right.
In fact, Hagram, go ahead and give me 1 too, please.
Perception check was 24.
You notice that the 2 wolves that you were just talking about are no longer there.
Wow.
You saw them running into the back of the forest, and now you cannot see them anymore. Hagram?
Yeah.
I rolled this big 7.
You're too busy. You're surrounded right now
Yeah,
by
I'm
a
a little
lot of.
Weird,
Okay.
weird critters. Yeah.
But I'm sorry, was to hit Robert. I apologize.
So the first hit was 17.
Oh, that definitely will hit. Yep, because you're hitting the bed bad, right?
The second one is 23.
That will also hit.
So, all right,
Arrows,
so
right?
for damage, yes, for damage. 18 points of damage total between the 2.
Gosh, dang. Okay.
And he turns to Ysera after the second arrow hits and says, See? Told you you were my muse. Gives her a wink and goes back to aiming.
That is amazing. And actually, as you drive those 2 arrows into the shoulder of this beast, you're in the background as he yells out in pain. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and go to the big bad. Out of anger, he's gonna lash out at Hagram, because you're the closest target, and he just got plunked with 2 arrows, and it did not feel very pleasant. 14 to hit on the first.
Roll
wait.
advantage if you didn't.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. 17 to hit on the second one.
Misses. Both miss. I'm just like parrying and blocking.
The 2 arrows hit right as he goes to swipe you and made him pull back and lash out.
Yeah.
And so that, it rolls over to do Hagram.
Okay. So yeah, so this boar next to me is looking at me now, or is he still paying attention to the elves?
They're all paying attention to you. That's actually why I didn't get an opportunity
Perfect.
attack on Evie.
Perfect. Yes. So I'm going to start swinging on Big Bad then, recklessly.
Go ahead.
Yes, it's going to be a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Sweet. That's going to be 13 damage. And he will be marked.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Probably miss. 14 doesn't hit, does it?
Unfortunately not.
No. Okay. Cool. Well, I hit him once. So.
You slice him across the chest, and as you go in for the second one, he steps out of the way so that you can't catch him with your blade again. And as that happens, we roll over to the pig that is standing to your left. That it was.
He has advantage on the roll, but he is baned. So. maybe that'll work out.
Oh, I didn't even think about the fact that they're feared and banned. So they get
25?
Oh yeah. 25. Oh yeah, that absolutely hits even with Bane.
4 damage on the first one. The next one I know for sure won't hit. It wasn't a nat 1 or anything, but yeah.
Okay.
See here. Next up is the big bad pig. Evie, you're up next.
It's me. Yep. All right. So she's going to look out and notice that the big bad is giving him a lot of trouble. So she's going to hold a hand forward, and she's going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh.
And you have to make a save, Wisdom 16.
I get any bonuses? 13 on that, so he fails.
Yes. Okay, so
Yes.
now he's suddenly hearing this inside of his head, and he takes 3d6 psychic damage. His head is racked with pain.
Yeah.
You see his claws like reach up to his ears to his head, and he kind of shakes it as if he's trying to get the voices out of his head.
That's 14 points of damage, plus it also must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows it away from me. And it won't move onto obviously dangerous ground, but that's the effect of that as well.
He won't move, but what will happen is he will shake his head and actually ram it against a tree trunk. Like he's trying to get the voices out. Ah! What is this? And with that, he takes 14, you said?
14 psychic.
14 points of damage, yep.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that. And then after Evie, because I assume that ends your turn?
Yes. Oh, actually,
Oh.
really quickly, for my bonus action, I want to use my bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
And I'm going to inspire. Where's the thing? Action. There it is. I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration and inspire Hagram. I'm gonna kind of look and go, Hagram, I know the forces seem powerful against you, but I know you can handle this. I've seen you do it 1,000 times before. You have this! And he gets a d8 that he can use to an ability attack roll or saving throw.
Oh, thanks.
We inspired like that every morning. And can I just get a recording of
all the
that so I can
time.
play it like in the morning and just pet myself up? Like, that's great.
Who needs coffee?
Just get yourself an
that.
Eevee. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness sakes, this. Oh, and with that, we're going to roll over to the pig to your right, Hagram. And he's going to go in with his maul.
Yeah.
19, the plus stuffs, 19 plus stuffs.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's
8 damage on that one.
okay.
15 to hit on that one.
Misses.
Piggy Pie. After that, Piggy is going to be top of the round. Robert?
Right. Yeah, no, 2 more arrows. Right at the big one.
You got
I'm
it.
taking the sucker. I am taking the sucker down. That is. Really should go back to that screen for. Oh yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, it is.
That's a dirty 28.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And he starts singing inspiration, my muse. Oh, wrong dice. Alright. And that's another 18 points of damage.
2 more arrows, or was it just the one?
It's 2.
Nice. They go right into the other side of his chest. And he looks at you up on top of the hill. And he pulls a claw away from his head and he goes, "You're next." And with that, we're going to go ahead and... with that, we're gonna go to the big bad. Let me fix your camera here real quick, Robert, because for some reason you're frozen on my end. So let me fix this real quick. 1 second. Do.
Bad pig, wash your hand.
Robert, wait for me.
Okay.
Why is your thing frozen? 1 second. Can you leave the room and join the room again in the OBS.ninja thingy real quick for me, please?
Alright. I can
It's
leave
like
the room. How do I rejoin it?
super frozen. Just clicking back on the link and then entering the password. Which I can send to you again if need be. I just like looked over to the screen and I see Robert just not moving at all, and I'm like, what is going on over there?
I am being very, very, very still. He's very calm.
Have you seen that fad? We digress while we're taking a quick break here. Have you guys seen that fad where it's you stand still in the video to make it look like you're taking a photo, and then at the end you kind of like move around and you go, ha, psych. I want to do one of those. I thought that was Robert for a moment. You know what, you guys, since it is the big bad's turn and we have yet to take a break just yet, how about we go ahead and do so while we work out these technical difficulties? This is the perfect time to go ahead and take a break, so give us about 5 minutes, go grab your drinks, stretch them legs, grab some snacks, and we'll be right back, you guys. As always, we are going to leave the mics hot, so you will be able to hear us chat in the background in case you guys want to ask any questions. I apologize, I haven't been looking at chat as much, but by all means, talk to the cast members. They'd love to chat with you.
Oh, thanks for the gifted sub. Who's that? Oh, thanks, Gallus.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get some water.
Oh, wonderful. Nothing to apologize for. I'm just sorry that they missed me waving at the big bad.
All the dancing you were doing.
So, cause you know I'm all about the taunt.
Yeah. You have taunts. I'll show myself out. You're like, yeah, hardcore damage drop, but we're like, all this CC. Just all of it. Dude, an 18 AC Barbarian at level 5 is ridiculous. He's just like, oh, did that? That tickled a little. And I saw someone say it earlier that they'd never seen a pop-up grimoire, but I feel like that would make some kick butt art. That's Yep. Just a little Red Riding Hood or something popped up, or a little like the stereotypical black cat with like all the hair standing on end.
Oh right. So Patros did some fan art. In our Discord. Pull it
Already?
up. Yes, he did. Of course he did.
That's
'cause he's
ridiculous.
amazing. Let me pull it up.
Nice.
Yeah, there it is.
That's awesome. Yeah, exactly. Those are not the three little pigs. Those
Nope.
dudes are shredded. Court. Get it? Shredded? I'll show myself. Yeah.
Tacos.
I'll consult my pastor. It really does. It is Tuesday.
Nice.
I just realized I was muted, so they can't hear me talk about any of this stuff. Okay, long story short, I was talking about Cade Mom's white chicken chili and how amazing all of you guys are. And how amazing that chili was. I had like 4 bowls of that chili.
Can we talk about how amazing our DM is?
Yeah, right?
Who did I say who dat when I say who dat?
Maybe you.
No, you guys are amazing because this is like my second time in the DM seat out of 10 years. Not trying to bring down the mood or nothing, but there was just like some negativity like in the Magic the Gathering community and the D&D community at the time when I first started, which kind of really put me off. But you guys have been a blessing and a half being able to get back into this. You guys just make it so easy and so fun, honestly though. Hello, Skaga.
What's up?
And just the low-key amazing shirt also. Love it.
Shh, Monkey, don't tell him about the lasagna, sir. We'll work on that later, okay? Shh. Shh.
What?
Nothing?
Hey,
Nothing.
hey, hey.
No lasagna. You didn't hear nothing.
Now, I'm more Calico than Tabby, but did someone say lasagna?
Oh my goodness. Look at what you've done. Look at what you've done.
I mean, just
I
all
wasn't the one who brought it up.
That's what I used to do for my players.
stereotypes. Just all of them.
If Garfield was to be any class D&D, a warlock makes a lot of sense.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
If I
really
ever-
a catastrophe.
Oh gods. If I ever get to DM for you guys in person, you guys will get to experience the DM day where I'll make pizza for you guys, fresh made. Like, I make that crust very, very early in the morning, the pizza dough. Or lasagna, because again, that's an all-day task. Or we're talking spinach artichoke dip with a whole entire like charcuterie board. Like, I treat you guys, because it's an all-day event. You're there to play D&D, to enjoy foods, to enjoy company. It's kind of like a thing.
That's what I miss
realize
most about in-person sessions is the food.
Otherwise, I have absolutely no problem with just suddenly flying out there for food and D&D. I mean,
Yeah.
I've driven far enough to do it.
Hey, I mean, it's really cool out here during the autumn season and especially during spring. So if you're seriously considering a trip, Arizona's a great place to be during certain times of the year.
All right, well,
Yeah.
There we go.
It's more funny in text, but that Pat draws Callisto when die on lasagna. Love it. Love
You know what's
it.
also funny, you guys? This
Fucking
amazing
Garfield
cast that we have here
pun.
tonight. Except for Jester, who's like glitching out
Oh,
over
you
there for
know.
some reason. I don't know what's happening. Beep boop beep. Can you understand me? Can you hear me, sir? Just kidding. Oh God, I made it worse. I shouldn't have said nothing.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Robots are taking over the world.
Yeah.
You can stop the
better.
signal.
And we're back. They can
go.
see your faces
Yeah.
now, guys.
Oh,
Excellent.
He's like, wait,
Quick
hold on.
hide.
Wait a
Like how it said quick hide and immediately went fuzzy for a second. That was not on purpose.
I thought that it would work, you guys, but I just, after this session Sunday, we will not be using OBS.Ninja. I will be using Discord, and I'll have to like
Discord.
do things and stuff. It's so fun. Super fun. Or Zoom. We could do the Zoom because everybody does the Zoom nowadays. All right, so where we left off, you guys, the group of adventurers had just gotten back after a long journey. They had propped their feet up in the tavern. They were attempting to relax, eat their meals, drink their drinks, and after a beautiful performance by the one, the only Ysira, she was rudely interrupted in her finale by a screaming elderly lady about 30, 40 years old, because her children had been kidnapped. The adventurers themselves followed the tracks deep into the forest and were then met by a group of feral-looking werewolves and wereboars, because they're not called werepigs, and a big, bad wolf, which they're in the middle of fighting right now, and that is where we left our players off before the break. While I'm going and switching everything over, you guys, go ahead and reintroduce your characters for anybody that's new in the crowd. We'll start off with Ysira, since she's going to be right above me.
I'm Ysira Denethris. I am a half-elven bard, College of Law, and my favorite instruments are the lute, the flute, and the lyre. And I'm just here to basically kick butt and play games.
And she's doing just that. While also giving major bardic inspiration as well to people in the party, which is absolutely fantastic. Fixing cameras, and then next would be Hagrim.
Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm Hagrim. I'm a mountain dwarf barbarian, and I'm here to face tank everything and make sure the party stays safe. That's what I'm
And he
doing.
is definitely face tanking you guys, as he has 2 wild boars to the left and a big bad wolf right in front.
Yep.
Next up, we're gonna have Gallus, also known as Robert.
I am Gallus, a wood elf hunter ranger. Very much inspired at the moment by our favorite songbird over here, and just going to keep pumping arrows until this thing goes down, or I run out of arrows, which would be a shame.
And then last but not least, our resident cat, Callisto.
Yep. I'm Jester. I'm playing Callisto Catspa, and I am a great old one warlock, the greatest old one, my papaw, who all of my greatest powers come from, and I'm hoping to make him proud.
And that you are. I mean, he didn't see you run away, but we'd like to think that he's proud.
I mean, still a cat.
This is true. I
Not
mean,
running away, it's tactically retreating.
There you
right?
go.
Right?
Yeah.
No, those 2 wolves actually ran away. The ones that you scared prior, the ones you feared, they actually ran away. Hopefully
Love it.
that doesn't come to bite you in the butt later.
Oh, you know. You'll have to find me.
So speaking about biting, it was actually the big bad's turn to attack. So without further ado, he is actually
What a
going to
segue.
reach out with his jaws and try to clamp down on Hagram himself, and that is a 22 to hit.
Advantage? Go crit fishing, I guess.
Oh, crit vision.
Yeah.
We're not. It's not one. Nope. Different type of
Okay.
crit.
Well, it still hits. Still hits. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and what is the D's on this? D's 8. 10 damage on that. And okay, I see. This can be another so it's a multi-attack, but instead of its teeth coming down at you, it's gonna swipe across with one of its claws. Not one, ladies and gentlemen, on that. So he completely whiffs on that second one.
Well, you also advantage on that one.
No, I rolled 2 nat ones. That was my face.
Oh,
I was just like, what is this?
Oh, that's highly unlikely, but I'm not going to argue with it.
So it was only 10
Hell
damage
yeah.
then total in that.
Yeah.
With that being said, we roll over to Robert. Oh wait, no, we just did Robert. I'm sorry. Sorry. Bad DM. Boop. Hagram. Hagram. Psych.
Well, I will retaliate through a mouthful of water, and attack
Hagram
recklessly
looks up at the big bad and just goes, and just squirts water right into his face.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna bring down my warhammer right on his dumb head, recklessly.
Do it to it.
No, I don't. Not with a 12 to hit, but I have another attack. Oh, that's much.
Inspiration.
That's. Oh yeah, I feel inspired. Thank you. 12 plus 4, 16. 16 to hit.
That meets.
Oh, so both will hit because the other one was a 22. So I'll just go ahead and
Yep.
roll both of those. Yeah. Plus 14. Math is hard. 22. 22 damage total.
Okay.
Smash.
Very good slashes that you get across his chest. He's starting to look beaten and bloody. With that, we're gonna go ahead and roll over to Jester.
Okay, feeling like my ear has done pretty good work at this point. I'm going to drop that.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on the big bad.
Nice.
And then for my action, I'm going to do something a little crazy. I'm going to move up a little bit to get like a good line on the big bad werewolf.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to shout, "You really, really seriously do stink. I feel like you need a cat bath." And I'm going to take my decanter of endless water, and I'm just going to shoot a geyser of 30 gallons of water right at its face. So it has to succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Okay.
And if it fails, it takes 1d4 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
Okay, I definitely failed that. So with that, the cat pops out of the bag out of nowhere and just puts his decanter forward. At first it doesn't look like anything's gonna happen, but then like a fire hydrant, water comes jutting out almost directly into the wolf's face. And he gets knocked onto the ground as water just comes rushing over him.
Oh, that does hex damage too, huh?
No, Hex is only an attack.
Oh, okay.
It's-
Okay,
yeah,
that would
so-
be cool though. That's an interesting.
Yeah,
that'd be an
no
interesting-
Hex damage, but
Okay.
he is prone, which should do well for at least the non-ranged attacks. That's my turn.
Boop. That means prone.
Nice.
And with that, we roll over to the pig to the left of Hagram. And
Banged one.
he's going to maul.
He has advantage.
18 to hit, 20 to hit on both of those. I think they both hit.
But also baned. So
Okay, so then yeah, rules still stand.
okay, if you, that's yeah, they both hit them. My bad.
1, 2, 5 damage on the first,
Okay.
6 damage on the second, 11 damage in total.
Okay.
And then next up is going to be Evie.
All right. So, seeing Hagram take a lot of damage, she's going to move. Yeah, she's gonna move towards him, and she knows that she's probably going to provoke an attack of opportunity,
Okay.
but she doesn't get in so that she can be within touch. And she's going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
For the attack of opportunity, that would be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. It's fine. I'll live
Just
with it.
3 damage, not too much. As you run past it, it kind of just reaches out with a claw and tries to hit, or hoof, and tries to hit you.
It heals him for 15 points of healing.
Nice.
And how much
Yeah.
damage did I take? I'm sorry.
Just 3.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, and that's my turn.
And then next up will be the other pig. Seeing that Hagram just got healed, it's going to try and maul at him again with its hooves. 18 to hit on the first, 15 to hit on the second.
Misses.
7 damage on that.
Alright.
And with that, we go to the top of the round with Robert.
So the big bad is now prone, right?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Which
Sorry.
means I'd be at disadvantage trying to hit it.
Right.
In that case, he sighs softly, perhaps just a touch melodramatically, and take aim at the one that is closer to him.
You got it.
Yeah, that is AC 24,
That'll hit.
Nice.
and a nat 20 on the second attack.
Get it.
Yeah,
Nice.
there we go.
Nice.
So, that is 26 points of damage total.
There we
Nice.
go. And that was
And
2 arrows, right?
Yeah, and he yells out, "You do not touch our songbird."
As you say that, 2 arrows right into his back, sticking and protruding. You got those arrows like about halfway into his chest. The points are coming out on the other end. He looks beaten and bloody from those hits. You did a lot of damage to him just then. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and roll over to the big bad. With that, he's going to, again, multi-attack on Hagram.
Potion.
Is it
Cutting
on the big
words.
bad's turn?
What's up?
It's on the big bad's turn.
That is correct. And yes, Evie, go ahead and do the cutting words.
So my
Yay.
guys are last until the start of my next turn. So he's still prone. Don't know if that makes it at disadvantage or not, but
It'd make it a neutral roll.
Because he's prone, he need to bring himself off the ground to use his full movement. So with that, the wolf actually picks himself up off the ground. So actually, don't worry about that, Evie, on the cutting words, because he's not rolling for attack. Apologies, I was mistaken on that. I forget that prone people need to pull themselves off the ground in order to attack again. So yeah, he's going to actually get up like on all 4s from the ground. And that actually would be his turn. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do Hagram.
Right on. So he's no longer prone.
He is no longer prone.
Okay. Well, I'm actually going to turn on this boar that's adjacent to our songbird
Okay.
and attack it recklessly. One good time. Oh yeah. 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice. 15 smashy damage.
Heck yes.
How's he looking?
It looks like you slashed him with your axe, but he still looks like he could put up a good fight.
Okay, well he's at least marked, and I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
That'll do.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have a viscous. I have the vicious. I have the viscous warhammer, guys. So it's a +7 to. Oh, this crappy roll. That's okay. 14, 18, 19 smashy damage on the piggy.
Let's go Gallagher.
Yep. And he's slightly viscous now. He's moistened.
You slam your axe into his chest, and it kind of carries a lot of the water from the decanter over as well and splashes him into his face, making him very viscous as well.
Yeah. That's all I wanted.
And he looks also very beaten. In fact, he actually looks a little bit more haggard than the dude to your left. The
Yeah.
boar
Remember
to your
the
left.
Juicy Warhammer now. Chats. I cleared it.
Yes,
And with
juicy
that-
warhammer. Got it.
It's going to be Jester's turn.
Oh, my turn. All right, cool. So Big Bad stood back up. The decanter's done. So I kind of put it away, and I just whip out my little laser pointer, and I'm like, try it again. And I just try and shine it in its eyes. So I'm going to make 2 Eldritch Blasts. First one's a 19.
Okay. That's gonna hit.
Give me 1 second. Let me add my my hex damage. So 5 damage plus 8 damage total on the first. Second Eldritch Blast is a 19 to hit.
Again, alright, yeah, that's gonna hit.
And hey, that's better. Oh, so close. 12 damage on the second one.
You let off with your first Eldritch Blast like a laser pointer, and it reacts to it smacking itself into the face, and as it does that, the other Eldritch Blast come in, smacks it in the face for a total of 20 damage, sir.
Nice.
And as I do that and I see him like look over at me, because I mean, laser pointer, I was gonna be like, nope, 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 and just back my happy butt back here. And that's my
Perfect.
turn.
And then with that, we're gonna go ahead and roll it over to the pig that is still marked there with the Bane. Now that Evie has gotten back into its peripheral, it's gonna go ahead and attack Evie with multi-attacks mauling. 21 to hit on the first, 19 to hit on the second.
Has
And that's minus the D4s, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Apologies. Shoes. 12 to hit on the first then, and 15 to hit on the second.
First one misses, second one hits.
Okay. Thank you for the reminder. 4 damage on that hit then.
I
Okay.
take 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then that will end its turn, rolling it over to you, Evie.
Alright, so now that I'm nice and close here, what is this werepig wearing for its armor? Does it have,
These werepigs have very torn cloth covering their private bits, and that's about it.
Okay, is there any metal on his weapon anywhere?
Nope, they actually are just attacking you guys with their claws and their hooves.
Okay. All right. It's good to know. Then in that case, she's actually going to strike out at him with her rapier. In this case.
Okay.
So, rolling for attack. That's 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Nice.
Sweet. 11 points of damage.
Just say, ooh, pork skewers.
He almost looks like a pork skewer too, as she slashes into him, and he goes down to his knees, squealing as he goes down. But he's still up. He still looks like he has some life in his eyes, though. And that's the only attack, though. Okay. Going over to the other pig, and he's going to multi-attack on Hagram.
Yep.
Nat 1 on that one.
Advantage. Unless you
That
roll
was a
double
2
nat
on the
ones.
advantage.
Sweet. That's what I like to hear.
And
Pushing
then 20 to hit with advantage on the second one. Dirty 20.
That hits me. Yeah.
6 damage on that hit.
Okay.
And that will end that pig's turn, which will leave it at the top of the round. Robert.
Okay, so he looks down at the one that took another swipe at Sarah. He pauses, sighs, look at the big bad and says, "Oh, you're up. Good." And knocks an arrow, fires. That one is gonna miss. That's only 13.
Mhm.
That one will hit though. 26.
Mhm.
And that's another 8 points of damage.
You got it. You just keep chunking arrows into this big bad werewolf's chest.
Yep.
And then with that, it will roll over to the big bad himself. Attacking once more on Hagram. This one's going to be a bite and then a claw.
Okay.
20 to hit on the
That
bite.
hits.
22 to hit on the claw.
That hits as well.
Actually, that's the wrong dice for that one. $10 damage on the first. 5 damage on the second. Total of 15. And then that will end the big bag's turn, moving it over to you, Isaac.
Alrighty. Since this pig is still a threat, I'm gonna turn and smack it one good time. Ooh, that is recklessly. I should have said it, but I rolled 2. So, that's going to be. I think it actually hits with a 16.
That will hit either of the pigs. Yeah, who would hit?
Yeah, they have low AC, right? It's crap damage for 8.
How do you want to do this?
Oh yeah, I take my
Nice.
warhammer and smash it just right through the top of his skull, and he just drops like a bag of rocks.
And he does just
Watermelon
that, squealing as he goes down to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Boom.
Gallagher him.
Eyes rolling back, and he slumps down to the ground, dead.
All right, and I'm going to put my other attack into Big Bad here. Reckless. Oh yeah, 18
Perfect.
plus things.
Yep, that'll hit.
That'll be 13 damage.
How do you
on
want to
Big
do
Bad.
this?
Oh,
Oh,
my
on the big
gosh,
bad or the
it's
other pig? Sorry, I thought you meant the other pig. Might be.
On the Big Bad. Thank you.
Okay.
no, yeah, on the Big. So yeah, I just put that into him. That will be my turn.
He's looking very haggard. Life is still in his eyes, and he's growling at you, but he's on all fours as he's huffing and puffing.
You don't say. You had to do it once.
And with that, we'll go ahead and roll it over to Jester.
Okay, so all fours being prone or
Just like a all fours type wolf deal, he's not prone.
Alright. So, I'm just gonna fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at him.
Got it.
First one is a 20.
That'll hit.
Sure.
Roll damage on that real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Nice. So, as I see him kind of haggard, get up and all that, I notice as our dwarven friend is Gallaghering the one pork, and he goes to like pry it out. I try and shine my laser in just a way to make the wolf try and whip its head, right as he pulls the hammer back and just smashes into like the back of his hammer like a twofer, like Donkey Kong.
Okay.
And so little assist there, because at the end of the day, it's a laser pointer. But yeah, there you go.
So with laser accuracy, Jester Callisto throws his Eldritch Bolt, and Evie or Ysera, right past your head, you feel crackling like as you see this bolt of light. Red, I'm assuming? Laser pointer?
Obviously.
Okay, cool. This red bright light crackles past your head, and then Hagram past yours, and then boom, right into the back of your axe as it helps to land the finishing blow, and from its chest, pressing down to the ground. And with that, the other werepig tries to run away, seeing that the big bad wolf has been taken down. Hagram, opportunity attack.
Op attack, yeah, all day. Yeah, 16 plus things.
And with that, as the last wereboar tries to run away, thinking that it can actually save itself, Hagram comes down with his axe into his back and brings down the final wereboar. And with that, you guys have defeated all the enemies.
Count it.
Gallus
Oh.
Gallus decides to do a little flourish of a jump from the rock and trots over to his friends and first goes to Sarah. Are you well?
I've been better, but I think I'm okay for now.
Hagram's calming
And-
himself down, taking a breath as the ghostliness from his face recedes, and he's back to his old self.
And how about you, you beautiful brute? As he puts a hand on Hagram's shoulder and
I'm all right.
pats him.
I'm a little covered in wolf bits, but you know, been covered in worse.
What did you have?
Aye.
Real quick side note, Terry,
Fine.
he left the donkey back in the village, I'm assuming, probably tied to a post somewhere. He's talking about you, Callisto. He's wondering where the donkey is that he passed down to you.
It's
You forgot
it
Hamlet.
was sadly where they got the milk from. They just didn't have the heart to tell me.
Wait, donkey milk? Oh,
Yeah.
that would explain definitely why it tasted so funny. Oh, goodness. I might need a constitution check from you later. Just kidding.
Yep, that's a thing. Yeah, and I just look and I'm like, I'm fine, but I could definitely use a cat nap right about now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that took a lot out of me, you know? I know you're doing okay too. That's I say nonchalantly to our barbarian that's covered in different viscous fluids and just a tank.
Well, here's the thing. We're supposed to be going for those kids, right? Can't
Yes.
really
Yeah.
can't really take a nap right now. I mean, I understand you need
Yeah,
to
you're right.
take that
Yep.
rest to get your abilities and all, but
No,
we gotta keep
it's
moving.
fine. Heroing comes first.
That's the spirit, lad.
And we trudge on.
And you guys can see a much greater path has been opened up in the tree line now because that huge wolf pushed its way, pushing trees out of its way so it could actually get its shoulders through. And you guys can actually follow this path to where those, you assume those other two wolves took off in that direction after they were feared.
Quick question. How many of my arrows can I retrieve?
Ooh.
All of them except for the ones in the big bad. If you attempt to rip those out, yeah, they're just gonna get broken at the shaft. I'd say
So
a handful of
out
arrows.
Yeah. Okay. I'm well.
Any other searching that you guys are doing, or it's just grabbing those arrows back?
Do we want to maybe, I know this is gonna sound slightly gross, do we maybe want to cut this thing open and see if the children are inside?
Oh.
You think they ate the children?
I don't know how grim dark this situation is. Get it?
So
Grim,
Gallus turns.
dark.
Gallus turns to Callisto and says, "Let us track the others to the lair. If the children are not there, we can always come back and check."
I'm going to at least take my sharpened boomerang and take a slice. I have a dagger, but the boomerang seems cooler.
Yeah.
And take a slice off his ear, just to have proof that we took it down in case it comes up.
Oh yeah.
Before
Hagrid's
you do
gonna
this-
grab a tooth off of that.
Before you guys do this, as you grow, as you get closer to the bodies and you begin to inspect them a little bit more. Hold on, sorry, 1 second. There we go. As you guys go to inspect the bodies, in fact, go ahead and give me a perception check. I'm gonna go perception on this one.
Big 5.
Everyone?
Yeah,
Oh.
everybody that's inspecting the bodies or pulling anything off of them are relatively
Sure, yeah,
close.
Yeah, I'll do that.
First,
Perception.
first things first, the more important roll. I rolled a 5 on my constitution check because the milk is catching up with me.
Yeah,
And
you
promptly,
go to
like-
relieve yourself from your mouth in the bushes behind the party.
Make that.
You just hear like the full-on cat hacking up a hairball.
Yep.
That's
The retching. Yeah.
16.
Yep,
Beautiful,
that's-
beautiful.
17. And hearing
Okay.
his sounds and realizing it's not just a hairball, he turns to Sarah and says, "I long for the days when it was just hairballs."
I could just do without the hacking in general, personally.
At least you went into the bush
Kinda
for it.
gross. That's true.
I.
It's a nice change. Not my
Sarah kind of
shoes
like looks
fine.
down at her. Yeah. With that, Ysera, actually, I think you got the highest roll. So as they go,
Robert had a 17.
Robert and Ysera and Gallus, as Callisto and Hagrim lean down to go get their trophies, I guess we'll call them.
Yep. Yep.
You guys can see that the mannerisms, the physique of these wereboars and werewolves are very human. More human than you're used to for wereboars and werewolves, whereas they would normally quite literally shape-shift into this beast. This is, you can see skin, patches of skin below the fur as if it wasn't fully mutated correctly. Something just does not seem right with these wereboars or werewolves.
From what we know,
Would I know anything or have heard anything that would cause this from all of my studies?
Go ahead and do me a history check, please, being that you're a lore bar. You might have picked up a story along the road. And I'm sorry, Robert, you were saying?
I was kind of going to ask if I would know pretty much the same thing just from experiences, and the possibility that these were newly created.
That's an
Me.
18.
Oh, yes. So, Ysira, when you were in town, when you guys were in the tavern, you actually overheard a bunch of people talking about the doctor in particular that lives in the forest, the one Dr. Von Flawn that you were sent after, that they have been doing experiments, that people have been going missing. And you think that these are probably their experiments. They say that odd-looking creatures come out from the forest late at night. They can hear sounds emanating from deep within, but nobody's willing to traipse within the forest, especially at dark.
Right.
This
so
isn't
she's
really an
gonna
island, is it?
relay what she understands about it to everyone else, and just say that I believe this might be the work of the doctor in the forest that we've been hearing about. Strange things have been going on.
You don't think? Are these the ones we were supposed to be saving?
You can tell from your guys' perception checks that they are adult size. They definitely wouldn't be children. So you don't think that these are the kids?
You don't think so? Still a shame. Huh. We need to find this doctor. Pay him a visit.
So glad I left
I-
Hamlet
hammer
back
in one
at the
hand.
end.
Gallus
I don't
looks
think
down
Hamlet
at
would have made it across the river. It's okay.
Oh,
Yeah, Gallus looks down at the corpses upon realization of what this is, and with his calm is broken a little bit again, and he looks at Hagram, steel in his eyes, and says, we will take him down."
Aye.
I don't necessarily think it was just the milk. There's something unnatural going on here. Like, I feel like we should pick up our pace. This is a time of the essence kind of matter. And
I agree.
I'm gonna...
Gallus isn't
I will
exactly
follow.
buying the fact that it wasn't just the milk, but if it gets the cat moving, he's good with it.
We'll go with it. Yeah.
Smart man.
Go in.
Smart man. Like herding cats.
With that being said, we're going to herd you cat through the large area of the forest with which the big bad traipsed through. It makes it very easy for you guys now to make your way through the forest because he has very clearly made a path for you.
Cut a path. Yeah.
Yes.
I suppose this way. I think I can follow this trail. Thanks.
And at this point in time, guys, keep in mind it is growing later into the day. The sun is going down, and you guys are reaching nightfall.
I'm pretty unaffected, but I know others might have some issue.
We all can see in the dark, actually.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
can all see in the dark.
Yeah.
I have dark
It's
vision.
fine. Yeah.
Wait, please tell me the cat has dark vision. I'm joking right now. It's like,
Not only do I have dark vision,
Okay.
I have devil sight, so I can see up to
Oh.
120 feet
You can
in
like.
magical and regular
Mhm.
darkness. I'm a
Yeah, you can do-
warlock.
You can do the darkness cheese.
that's crazy. I like it.
Yeah.
We have the
like
warlock
that.
scouting for us.
Describe that skill to me just one more time. It allows you to see magical stuffs too,
Yeah, here you go.
within 120 feet.
If that
Like
works.
the darkness spell, dark vision doesn't work in the darkness
Mhm.
spell, but devil sight does.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
devil sight at the bottom there. Those
Mhm.
are my vacations, so
Mhm.
Callisto, 120
enough.
feet up in the.
I didn't take the darkness spell though. Just
Well, your party appreciates that at the end of the day.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Callisto, with that, with your natural devil sight, so you don't have to activate that. That's just something that you have, right?
Nope. I have
Fantastic.
it all the time.
Fantastic. With that being said, 120 feet off in the distance, you can see this almost like an ember, it seems. And it's pulsing with red, purple, and black colorations, but you can't make exactly out what it is, but you can see something. You feel that it's magical off in the distance.
You all see that? No?
What do you want?
Definitely the right direction. And
You
I'll
just see the cat dart off into the trees.
Yep. I'll use
goes,
my
"Okay."
I'll
Alright.
use my which I'm once I get a little closer I'll go stealthily, but I'm going to use a little feline agility just to like, you know, dart between the trees and get a little closer faster.
Okay.
And then just kind of sit and wait for the party to catch up and see what I see.
Okay.
Keep moving close.
I say we pursue the catman.
Do I see my two buddies that love me?
Oh, Wolfies.
When you reach the clearing, you guys actually, and you're gonna stay on the edge of the forest line, I assume. So with that being said, as you approach, you get closer, go ahead and actually make me a stealth check. As you guys get a little bit closer within 30 feet of the cottage itself.
Dirty 20.
22 for me.
Yeah.
Hagrim's uncharacteristically silent.
22 for Gallus.
18 for Isira.
Nice.
Beautiful. You guys are all stealthy. You are all stealthed in these bushes. Nobody can see you, but you guys can both see the two werewolves that Jester scared away earlier outside the house there. The cottage itself. The cottage itself looks rather large, especially for the clearing that it's in, but it looks somewhat run down. There's a couple of lights on the inside, so you can definitely tell that there's somebody in there, but it doesn't look like this is a cottage that is used or very well kept either.
And I telepathically coordinate with the ranger to like call a target and try and take, like, these guys are just minions. We want to get
I don't think we want to.
whoever's creating them.
I mean, I would feel bad about killing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we
There
can't.
might be a way to save them, right?
You are a smart man, and I
Not really.
am not a smart cat. So, yep. Good point.
So, I mean, we might have to, you know, give him a good knock in the head, but let's try not to kill him if we can.
You can see them very much like dogs do in the backyard, just kind of traipsing around, digging at the ground every so often, smelling
I
the
got it.
wind, make sure nothing's coming close.
I got it. How close to them are we?
I'd give you from the tree line where you're at, so if they're at the front of the house, you guys are on the edge, that's definitely going to... Let me actually measure it, because I can do that.
We need to pull in our tokens, right?
Yes,
I
by
have
all
a
means, guys.
great
30
idea.
feet.
We're 30 feet away?
30 feet.
Cool. So what I'm going to do is, like, right beside them, because I know dogs are stupid, and I'm a cat, I'm going to cast dancing lights,
Okay.
like, behind
Ooh.
them, which are 4, like, little torch-sized balls, and I'm just going to shake them for a round or two, and then I'm going to send them off into the forest, away from the hut, so
Little
that,
squeaky
like,
toy noise.
hopefully, stupid dog chase ball.
All right,
We'll
what
see.
check do I have to make for this?
That's
That's up to
your
you.
call.
Yeah. there's no-
Let's
That
go
is
ahead and
not
do...
This isn't a spell in the rulebook.
No, this is
Well, it
just
is,
a
it's
really
dancing
creative
lights,
use
but-
of dancing lights. Yeah, I like it.
I'm
I like it,
gonna
yeah.
flavor this up, yeah, with a roll actually, and I'm gonna go ahead and do... Let's see here.
Performance?
I was thinking
for-
a wisdom saving check for myself for these creatures.
Yeah, for the wolves, but like,
Yeah.
you can, yeah. What's
I was thinking
your-
wisdom
what's your
saving throw.
Spell save DC? Maybe we use that as the. I don't know. It's up to you.
My spell save DC is 15.
Okay.
Sure. 2.
There you
And a
go.
13. So
Got him.
with that, you just see these like bouncing balls of light come out in front of them, and like dogs are like, oh, 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 and then like throwing them. You see them just go thrown into the forest over here. Oh wait, clicker, clicky, 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 and both of the werewolves, like dogs, just run off.
Or we don't have time for your rationale right now.
That worked. That actually worked. So they're off chasing these bouncing balls of light over in the forehead. Like cats, very much. You're putting them on trees and they're like with their paws and trying to catch it, and they're like, oh, why didn't I get it?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, well done there.
Gallus turns to Callista and says, I could kiss you right now, but, you know.
It hasn't really come out yet in a roleplay, but my character can be a bit of a prickly, well, a little bit facetious, we'll say.
Sure.
So
I mean, it's a cat. It's pretty.
it's a cat.
Yeah. It's on brand. So yeah.
Awesome.
Shall we approach the door? I suppose. Yeah.
I think we should.
One more stealth check, though, from you guys. Now you're breaking the tree line and you're trying to come up to the front of the house quietly.
There we go. 11.
14. I'm just going to spend a few
20.
actions running the dogs around until I get
16.
bored with it.
You guys reach the front of the house, and Hagram steps onto the stairs, and being that it's a much older house, you just hear the board go underneath his weight. But that actually does not attract the wolves. They're still very much distracted by the lights.
Great.
And if you reach down to the door, you see again it is very dingy. The door handle's kind of dirty, old brass knob. What do you guys do?
Hagram, not being the brightest, he's probably just gonna reach up and try to open the door. This is probably a bad idea, but you know, 8 intelligence. So.
Say I was over here if I was in the.
You swing the door open and it creaks on its rusty hinges, and it opens up to a very dark, dingy foyer, cobwebs all over the place, a thick layer of dust across the floor, but you can very plainly see the footprints of what looks like children in the dust, and a set of bigger prints right next to them.
Hagram's going to point. Not much of a tracker, but not blind either.
At that point,
Seems
Gallus
logical.
nods and
Fair.
makes his way over to him stealthily as he can.
You guys see that there are a few doors in this room that lead back to what presumably other either bedrooms, maybe even a kitchen of sorts. But this particular room that you guys just entered in is empty, save for an old chair. It's very beaten, lots of cobwebs.
So the dust would imply that this room isn't really used all that much.
Not if at all.
Okay. Do the children's footprints lead anywhere?
They lead off to one of the bigger rooms in the center doorway. You see them leading off here.
Yeah, I'll lead on.
Well,
I just telepathically say after you, Songbird.
Everybody go ahead and give me perception checks, please, and thank you, when you get the chance.
all right.
Sure. Yeah.
Ooh, nice. 17.
I rolled.
That's
You cut out.
22.
16.
From the very
That's
far
me.
back of the house, you all hear.
My pretties.
And you hear kind of.
Well, I do think whoever has the children might be that way.
So we're all in the house now?
Yes, all in the house, all in the foyer. You all see the tracks leading deeper into the house itself, into one of the back rooms.
Dallas puts his bow away and pulls out his 2 short swords.
Perfect.
All right.
As you all enter the room, this is the only room that seems to have some light, and it is coming from the fireplace itself. There in front of the fireplace, you can see 2 kids, presumably the 2 children that you have been looking for, tied to chairs right in front of the fireplace, and stands over them a hag. And this is Dr. Von Flan, and she looks at you, and she goes,
Took you long enough. I was wondering when I could have the rest of my meal.
she actually looks at the cat directly when she says that.
Why you gotta look at me?
Well, you have to try the front end of my hammer first.
You'd like to think that you would get that far.
And as you say that,
Yeah.
you see behind you as you guys stepped across the threshold, it's like bars of light jut up from the ground, trapping you into the room.
That was easier than I thought.
You know, it's
Yep.
very impolite to keep people against their will.
I'm glad that
And she actually says,
I'm glad that she told me that you were coming, my sweeties.
In hindsight, probably should have seen that coming.
Well,
Well, what else were we supposed to do?
I mean, wait a second. I say to the witch, did the old lady work for you?
I wouldn't necessarily say work, but, you know, parents get tired of their children, they need a little money, and, you know, deals are made.
she kind of like clicks her fingers together.
I'm
And you see the 2 kids in the chairs go. Assumably, just wondering why their mother would do that to them.
I don't
they're gonna need lots of
suppose.
therapy after this.
I don't suppose if we asked you very nicely, you'd let these children go.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's not gonna work out. I'm very hungry, and these children just look so good.
And she looks back down to them again. And again, they're.
So bargains are off the table. Got it.
Well, I mean, you lot ready?
And as you guys
As ready as
all.
I think we'll be.
Yeah.
Yep.
You all brandish your weapons. You guys get ready down to fight. And that's where we're gonna go to fade to black.
Rage. Okay.
Rage.
Cool. I had fun.
My
That was
pretty.
fun.
Great. Great.
And I'll get you and your
job.
little
Yeah.
cats too.
Ew.
That was awesome, dude.
Yep.
It's actually a donkey.
You've been holding
You and your
on
little
to that
donkey
this-
too.
You've been hey. You leave Hamlet out of this.
We did though. We left
You
him
can
behind.
take us. That's
Completely out
fine.
of this.
You
The
don't
donkey is
touch
just
the
like back in the
donkey.
forest, like, and he's just like, "Where are my owners?" And you guys
He's
are off in the
still-
forest without him.
He's still at the tavern.
Yeah, no, he's literally tied up to a post outside the You
Yep.
just left him there. You just left
Yep.
poor Hamlet there all by himself. You didn't even tell him where you were
Hamlet.
going.
Nope. Full disclosure, kind of
Shameful.
forgot he existed. I had fresh fish in front of me.
Poor donkey, like, just pulls himself away
Sorry.
from the post and starts walking into the forest, just all in his lonesome.
Yep, that's. I mean, you can't put fresh fish in front of a cat. Expect
mission.
it to notice anything else.
Next mission, you guys will go searching for Hamlet the Lost Donkey.
Yep.
Strangely enough, it wouldn't be the first time this character I'm playing has gone searching for a lost donkey.
That's
He went to
amazing.
he like traveled the circles
Oh,
of hell
wrong
to like,
page. Wrong page.
rescue a donkey from the underworld. So Greek, Greek
We'll
mythology
edit all that
style.
up post.
Yep.
Nice.
All the wrong buttons. Okay, you guys, we will go ahead and pick this up next Sunday for part 2. However, it will be a slightly different cast that you see in front of you, where we are actually going to rescue the grandkids that just got trapped. And maybe if some of them are available, the grandkids will be able to help out. And then I realized that Evie would be playing like 2 people, but I'm like, she's got this. She's amazing at roleplay. She can do this.
It's fine.
He'll be fine. I mean, I'm down. Like I say, I got a game, but
Glad you could make it back, John.
I love it, you guys, but we're gonna go ahead and
Oh,
leave
yeah.
it there for the night with our party adventurers standing up against Hag Dr. Von Flawn as she's attempting to cook everybody up for the scrum diddly-umptious dinner, although I don't think she's gonna get that far. Because the grandparents are gonna come in hot.
I mean, I've been marinated in donkey milk, so
It's good for the
Yep.
fur. It's good for the fur.
yep, I bailed out of that halfway through, Evie. Yep.
All right. One last thing before we go. We have to do the thing that we always
Oh,
do.
we have to do
And
the
anybody
thing.
who's familiar with the channel, we have to do the thing.
Yes.
So everybody, we have lots of new fun friends here tonight. If you're watching and you're not following, or if you're following and you haven't yet subscribed, or if you have subscribed but let that subscription lapse and you have not resubscribed, we have one question for you.
What are you
doing?
Doing.
Yay!
We'll leave you guys that for Sunday, for next time. Isaac, I'll teach you. Don't worry. Don't worry. He's just sitting up here like,
Yeah,
what?
I'm just like, oh.
So you guys, like we said, you can find us again here on the BlueBox channel. This is going to be later this Sunday, which I will be DMing once more. But you cannot forget about the game that Robert's going to be playing on the 1st, again, right back here at the same channel. And the beautiful Danny, our resident princess, will be playing her own Nostalgia Mansion, which is going to be the day thereafter on the 2nd. So stay tuned for that, because you'll see all of the social media posts, which the beautiful Evie will be making. So stay tuned for all of that, you guys. We'll see you next time. As always, this has been BlueBox signing out. Have a good night, you guys, and stay safe. That way we can see you next time.
Ciao.
I.
And as always, one last message to all of the fantastic supporters over here at BlueBoxRPG. Thank you again so much, you guys, for hanging out and having fun, supporting us, not only me as I DM again for the first time in 10 years, but also our amazing cast. Don't forget, that was going to be Evie, who played Ysira. We also had Jester, who played Callisto. We had Robert, who played Gallus, and last but not least, we had Skaga playing Hagram. If you'd like to see them, be sure to stay tuned for our Sunday session later this week. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. You guys have a good night. You guys stay safe, and thank you again.